Hi guys, welcome back to Mags HD. So as you might know by the title of this video, Southgate has selected his players to play in the Netherlands friendly and the Italy friendly. And if this is anything to go by, then we're not going to be seeing Jamaal Lascelles or Jonjo Shelvey feature for England in the World Cup this summer. And I've got to say, if he does not take Lascelles and Shelvey at the World Cup, then he is making his own mistake and he's going to make an absolute clanger. As let's face it, Jamaal Lascelles is probably one of England's best defenders in the modern game today. He can really get the team going and rallying the players, and when the going gets tough, that's the kind of player you want in the back four. Then you move on to Jonjo Shelvey. Again, when he's focusing on his game, Jonjo Shelvey can be probably the best midfielder in English football today. There's not a player like him. Nobody can do the 70 to 60, the 60 to 70 rather yard passes, even 90 passes sometimes. You know, if you look at the team, what's up on the screen now, you've got in midfield, which is being called up for the friendlies. You've got in the midfield, you've got Jordan Henderson and Jack Wilshere and Adam Lallana. Now, them players can't do the 60, 70, 80, 90 yard passes like Shelvey can, game in and game out. So why even give them a call up, and why not give Shelvey a call up in place of, say, Jack Wilshere? Because really Jack Wilshere hasn't been performing at all this season, and he hasn't really done anything of credit over the last few seasons in football, so why not give Jonjo Shelvey a shout? But of course we all know the answer. It's because he plays for Newcastle, just like Jamaal Lascelles, and if you play for Newcastle you don't get in the England setup. That's the way it works in modern football today. If you're outside the top six, you ain't getting in. And yes, you might see Nick Pope and James Tarkowski got in, but of course they've got to let a few of them in so it doesn't look suspicious. That's just the way modern day football works and the way England manager works over the last few years. Ever since I think about Ericsson started it, and then from there on, England managers have just been picking players inside the top six. Do you remember the days when Bobby Robson and Kevin Keegan used to pick the England lineup, and they would pick it on the ability of the player alone? Now that is what we need to be going back to, because until we go back to that, England ain't ever going to win another World Cup or a Euros. We're not going to win anything of credit. We're not going to win the Euros. We're not going to win the World Cup again. Nothing like that will happen until the way the England manager thinks about picking his team, because the way he's picked this team, it's just all top six related. You can see it all over the place in players like Danny Rose in the defence. Then you've got Stones and Gomez, and then you've got Kyle Walker, Trippier. Then in the midfield you've got Henderson, Wilshere, Lallana. Then you got Oxlade-Chamberlain, Eric Dier, Ashley Young for some bloody reason, don't know why. Then you move into the midfield, you got Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, Lingard, Dele Alli, Welbeck, and then the only forward that actually deserves to be given the call up is Jamie Vardy, because in my opinion Jamie Vardy is an underrated striker. He never gets credit where it's due. And you just got to look at the goal that he scored recently, where the ball came in and he just smashed it on the half volley into the corner of the net. It was an absolute sensational goal, and he never gets credit for anything like that. Even the one that he scored against Liverpool back when they won the league, that was an absolute worldie of a goal as well, but for some reason he just never gets credit. But like I was saying, Jamaal Lascelles and Jonjo Shelvey have not been given a call up, and if this is anything to go by, then I don't think they're going to get called up for the final team to go to the World Cup in Russia this summer neither. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Were you surprised to see that Jamaal Lascelles or Jonjo Shelvey wasn't selected in the England lineup? Because personally, I was not surprised one bit. I already thought to myself that it wasn't going to happen and that we weren't going to get a call up. Let's not fool ourselves. At the end of the day, the two of them play for us, and anybody who plays for Newcastle, as we know in the modern era now, never gets a call up. The last time we had an England player that actually got a call up and got a play for England was Andy Carroll, and we all know what happened there. He got one game for England and then he was snapped up by Liverpool, and then the rest was history basically from there on out. But of course, let us know what you think down in the comments below on the situation. Remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media, links down in the description below, and also press that subscribe button down in the bottom corner. It takes 1 second to do and it would really help me out. And I'll see you next time.